Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and hello everyone. I hope you've been well. Thank you very much for coming back to my YouTube channel to listen to what we have to say today. For those who have subscribed, I thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed and these videos are making sense to you, kindly subscribe and also share them with your friends, family, colleagues, and those you care about. Today I'd like us to discuss a question that I get almost every other day, and something I also struggled with when I started my own business. And this is how to get your very first clients. How to get your very first client, or 3 clients, or 10 clients. And I get this a lot of times. Betty, now I want to start a new business. My only worry is, how do I net the first clients? How is that journey? I have a product, I have a service, I know how to price it, I have packaged it. How do I get anybody to trust me to buy this product or this service? And I would say that it is actually a very good thing to pay attention to how that process is going to occur. You're a new person in business, you've just landed in the industry, people do not know you, they don't know your product, they don't know your service, and they've been surviving without you. So how do you get them to get back to their pocket and pay you and buy your products and your services? And I would like to give a few guidelines as to how you do that. It's not difficult, but then you don't take it for granted that people need to trust you. And for people to trust you, I would say the first thing to do is to give. And I say give, give, give. Before you sell to people, give them something. For products and services, for products, I see people giving free samples. I see people giving, for the first client, the 5 first clients, we're going to give them a free sample. When I go to the shopping malls, I see when they're introducing a new product in the supermarket, they will have a display table where they give free giveaways. So for services, then that becomes a little different because you don't have the physical product. However, there's a way you can give free services. For example, what we are doing now, I have a YouTube channel which I give free information. What does that mean for me? It means once in a while, someone will watch a video and they'll get interested in what we do. So if I were new, this is the way I would try to get the first person to sign up with us. The first client I ever signed up, I met them on LinkedIn. Why? Because of giving free information. What does that mean? You write, articles. You write, say what you know about your expert area. And I get people asking me, so if I give that free information, then what is it I'm going to be selling? And we'll get there, I'll tell you what we are going to be selling. So for me, I feel and I believe the moment you give people, give them your attention. You are trying to sell a new service, you are trying to sell a new product, and you're on social media and you post that product today, then you disappear for 1 month, you come back again and tell us I'm selling a camera. Then you disappear another 6 months, then you come. You are not giving us attention, and so our mind or our attention will be taken to another person who is consistent. So give us attention. Give your prospects attention. Give them your energy. When you are selling any new product or service, you cannot afford to be lethargic and bored. Have some vigor and some energy to tell us what's going on, and we shall get interested. Give us your intimate yourself. Your intimate self. Listen to us. When we ask a question, answer that question. When we send you an email, answer that email. I see new businesses advertising. Then I try call that number that they have provided. It doesn't go through. You do an email, nobody replies to that email. You do an inbox, it is replied to after 1 week. And you are trying to get the attention of your first customer. That doesn't roll very well. So you need to give your attention, give your intimate self to your customer, give your energy, and then give them your time because you want them to trust you. Number 2, is to how you net your first client. Please make use of social media. Social media is here with us today. And instead of using too much time on social media, watching other people doing different things, also have your own time. Have your own space to sell something. Tell us what you are doing. Make use of social media. Give us information on social media. Have photos of what it is that you're selling. Especially if you're selling products, photos work very well. If you're selling services, what you need to send us are flyers. Make nice flyers. Tell us about the service that you're coming up with. You don't necessarily tell us to buy, but you can tell us, this is what I'm doing. And then you share that flyer with us. And number 3 is to tell stories about your expert area. You could write, look at what is happening in the world. If it's technology issues and you want to sell us websites, for example, and you don't have even a single client, tell us a story about websites. Tell us about hacking. Tell us about, something to do with websites or something to do with technology. Tell a story. Always sell your products and services using stories. Someone will get interested. For example, if you wanted to help people who are struggling with, a disease maybe, or someone struggling with weight, or someone struggling with drug addiction, you can write a story and say, 20 years ago, in the town of this and that, there was an epidemic. And write that story in a way that I'm going to follow it. By the time I finish, give me an expert opinion. When you end that story, give me your expert opinion. That way, the people who are struggling with whatever it is you're writing about start to feel like you can actually advise them. They might not ask you the first day. They might not ask you the 3rd day. They might not ask you the 10th day. But the 11th day, they are going to think. Every time they think about someone to ask, they will think about you because they think you are the expert in that area. And that's how you get your first or second client. So you share your information, share your expert opinion. Now, when you write your stories, this is another point. When you write your stories and you share on social media, don't just do posts and then leave them hanging. Invite us to comment. Invite us to drop you an email. Sometimes when I do posts, I'll say, I hope you're doing well and all that. And then I'll say, if you're struggling in this and this area, drop me an email. And then you give your email address or you give your phone number. Invite people to engage you. Don't just leave them hanging. Write us the story of World War II and then leave us hanging. Invite us to comment. Invite us to tell our opinion. Invite us to ask you questions. Invite us to drop you emails. Or invite us on a journey. So do not forget to invite people to your course. And I want to talk to people who are starting businesses for the very first time. Don't be too fearful such that you don't feel like you're the right person to invite people to a course. You are. You are the person who has developed that product or that service. You are good enough. You might not be good enough for everybody, but there's someone who is for you. There's someone who will follow your story very keenly and they'll buy from you. So don't feel, since I'm not like the gurus and the big shots, I will not invite people to this offer. Invite them. You might not get 10 of them in the first day. You might just get one, and that one person might be what you needed for a big breakthrough in your business. So that is how you net your first clients. And actually, if we put all these points to a conclusion, it actually means you need to tell us about your product. You cannot remain obscure. However, you cannot just come day one with your product and service and tell us buy. People will not buy because they don't know you and you are new to them. So you don't come and make us feel like you are buying. You don't make people feel like you are selling to them. Make them feel like you are servicing them. You are giving them service. You are being of help. Then they are going to get used to you. And then they are going to start buying from you. I know you know of people who write stories. They engage you every Tuesday, every Wednesday, they write a story. In a week's time, they have people asking them, by the way, I needed this and this. Where do you think I will get it? And that is how they start warming up to you. And once clients warm up to you, now the next step, which is what probably we can discuss in another video, is how do you handle them from that point. However, you need to have a way of letting them warm up to you. You can't just come and, you know, just tell us bye. It is not going to happen. Slowly, by slowly, you are going to warm up to you. So that's how I would say we do. That's how I would wrap it up. You know, be good to people, give them, and they are going to buy from you. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.